In this video, we will be discussing platform-mediated networks and evaluate two new technology innovations and their innovative business models. The theme of this week will be the education industry. First, what is a platform-mediated network? A platform is a community that should have a useful function or service and allow third-party access. It is open and allows regulated participation. It also actively promotes positive interaction among different partners in a multi-sided market. Platforms have a leveraged network effect. The more users equals more value, which in result leads to more users. The education industry. Education costs money, period. But in recent years, education has become more and more expensive. Just to give you an overview, on average, tuition for the United States have risen over 1000% in the last 30 years. Has it gone too far? Imagine you are from a developing country, let's say China. You have just finished your high school and desperately want to study finance at one of the world's top universities. Coming from an ordinary family with an average income, there is no way you could afford to study at one of these universities. However, with advances in technology and the spread of the internet, education is moving to the digital world. From publishing research in journals online to communicating with your student body via online platforms such as Blackboard and others. The recent trend that has emerged is online education, specifically massive open online courses, short MOOCs, which are accessible to everyone. A good example of this would be Coursera. Coursera is a mediating network platform connecting learners and academic institutions all over the world. All of it began back in 2011, when one of the co-founders, Stanford professor Andrew Ng, taught his class online and was able to reach over 100,000 students. After this great success and realizing the potential of online learning, together with his colleague Professor Daphne Koller, he founded the online platform Coursera. The mission of this platform is to bring the world's best education to everybody at a lower cost. How does Coursera work? Their business revolves around connecting the best academic institutions to as many students and learners as possible. Coursera offers over 2,000 courses in a variety of disciplines. Their business model has three distinct course enrollment possibilities. Number one is completely for free. It includes material, online lessons, and graded assignments. But in order to receive an official certificate, you have to pay a one-time fee of $49. The second option is a fee-based course. They offer content for free, but they ask a fee in order to take the graded assignments and exams. The third option, Coursera offers specialized courses that consist of several sub-courses, and the fee ranges between $300 and $600. Now, remember our guy from China? After he started following courses on Coursera, he noticed that his English could use some improvement. That's why he started using Duolingo. Duolingo is a free language learning platform which started with the question: how can we make 100 million people translate the web to every major language for free? The developers encountered two major problems: the lack of bilinguals and motivation. They quickly discovered that both these problems could be solved by creating a free gamified language teaching application. Beginners receive very easy sentences, along with what every word means. As you translate them and see how other people translate them, you start learning the language. As you get more advanced, sentences will become more complex. People are learning with real content, and the translations provided by the users are proved to be of the same quality of that of a professional translator. Duolingo believes in a fair business model for language education. While using Duolingo, you are creating value. Users are paying with their time. This time would have been spent learning the language anyway. Duolingo generates some revenues by making its users translate real-world text provided by clients, and it covers the rest of its expenses by offering a low-cost language proficiency test. They believe in making Duolingo self-sustainable so it doesn't have to rely on any donations. To illustrate the network effects of Duolingo, it would take 100,000 users 5 weeks to translate the entire English Wikipedia to Spanish, while it would take 1 million users only 80 hours. Duolingo now has 110 million active users. Duolingo and Coursera both share a lot of common strengths. For instance, both platforms are widely accessible, they are less expensive than their alternatives, as following a course at an academic institution can be very expensive. They both offer a large variety of content, ranging from Spanish to Swahili, from programming to psychology, and they both have a big online community. Duolingo offers all its content for free, as opposed to Coursera, which asks for a certain fee for courses. Although both platforms share similar strengths, they each have their unique weaknesses. For Duolingo, the content is mostly centered around the English language. For instance, if a Dutch person wants to learn Spanish, he learns Spanish by translating Spanish sentences to English, so he also has to know the English language. The second point is speaking. The oral part lacks practice as the focus is mainly on written material. As for Coursera, specific courses ask for a fee. You will not receive any direct feedback from a professor. You will not receive any official diploma, just a certificate, but they are not yet widely recognized by academic institutions. And Coursera only functions as a mediator, so they have no direct control over the content. Now, our Chinese friend is sufficient in English and he received his finance certificate. But what about his future son? Education is moving towards digitalization and will continue to do so. Books are being replaced by Kindles and tablets, and courses are being provided online. People are no longer required to be physically present in the classroom. New emerging technologies, such as virtual reality and augmented reality, will be adopted for educational purposes. For instance, augmented reality will allow students to experience Rome as it was 2000 years ago as they walk through the streets. People will keep searching for cheaper alternatives to get education. Online education platforms will be able to foster its positive network effect due to these increased numbers of users. As the competition will keep increasing in the following years, differentiation will become more and more important. Online content is becoming more widely available, easily accessible, and will forever change the way of learning as we know it right now.